The big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, one of the UK's most famous and iconic roller coasters, and the UK's tallest roller coaster for 26 years. But how good is it? I wouldn't say it's a roller coaster that people either love or hate, because I don't think it's that clear cut, but there's certainly people who love it, people who don't love it but still have to ride it during a visit to the pleasure beach, and of course, plenty of people who wish it was totally different after the first drop. This is my honest review of the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, discussing why I like it, what I wish was different, and my overall ranking of it. So why do I like the big one? In terms of what the big one does, the first drop is the best first drop on any UK roller coaster, whether it be night or day. Twisting to the right and plunging down the first drop is always an incredible experience. I like the turnaround too. On a good weather day, it flies around that at a good speed and really adds to the thrill. But on a windy day, it does crawl around there. But that adds a bit of fear factor, doesn't it? Especially when you're thinking, are we going to roll back here? I'm very much against the idea of the big one being called a monorail. I don't think it's a fair representation, but I do think it has great views from the lift hill especially. The return leg is criticised for its supposed lack of airtime, but catch it on a good day and it absolutely flies through the return leg, and it does come with some little pops of airtime, but we're talking minimal moments of it, not mega airtime moments. In the future, if the big one is to have any more retracking work done, I would love to see some slight tweaks to the crests of the hills to generate some of that brutal Arrow Hypercoaster airtime. The obvious frustration with the big one is it can either be absolutely fantastic or absolutely rubbish. Catch it on a good day with no wind and you're having a great ride on it. Turn up on a westerly wind kind of day and you're crawling all the way back to the station from the turnaround. The big one for me is one of my favourite roller coasters in the world. Not because it's the best roller coaster in the world, it's not even close. I was always interested in the pleasure beach, but finally beating my fear of going on the big one pushed me over the line and helped shape everything I'm doing now. Without going on it on that day, the 7th of March 2004, I may never have done it, and who knows what I'd be doing these days instead of riding roller coasters all the time. So for that, I'll always be a huge fan of it, and that's probably why I'm quite biased about giving it a good review. I often get asked about going on it for the first time in terms of how do I do it without being scared? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but if you are scared of it but really want to do it, the best advice I can give is just give it a go, sit in the middle seat, and if you like it, happy days. If it's not for you, at least you can say you've done it, and you don't need to worry about doing it again. Overall, it's a coaster I really do enjoy, and absolutely must do at least 5 times a visit to the pleasure beach if the queues allow for it. If they don't, one ride is enough, just as long as I get on it at least once when it is open. I'm always torn on which is my favourite seat, but I'm probably going to say the back row because I always check to see if it's available first, and if it is, I'll always jump on in there, even if the front row is available. I hope you have enjoyed my review of the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Are you a fan of this roller coaster? Be sure to let me know in the comments section below, and please check out our 25th year anniversary documentary about the big one, which is now linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.